What are we doing?
On rafting. Flying cow rafting.
Flying. No, love it. We're going down the Kenai River. It's supposed to be 7 miles.
Okay.
We'll be out there for a while.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Get a good suntan.
You're already tan. You can tell you're from down south.
I need my vitamin D.
Right? So, okay, that's what we're doing. We'll see you in a bit. So I have crossed over the Kenai River several times, and I've always been absolutely amazed at the color of the water. It is glacial fed, so it is not as warm and wonderful as it looks, but one of these days I'm still going to try and swim in it. On this trip, the guide does not have a fishing guide license, so all we were able to do on this trip was just float the river. It was still absolutely amazing. I wasn't able to catch any of it on camera, but there were a lot of fish jumping nearby all the time. It didn't matter where we were. There were fish jumping all over. Like I said, unfortunately, I was not able to get any of that on video. Here we're in a little rough spot, but that was the worst it got. Honestly, the river is wide and calm. It's still moving at a pretty good clip, but it was absolutely amazing. And I think I would do it again. We stopped at Gwynn's for lunch, and we tried some fishing. I had a broken pole, and I don't know if you can see, but it is held together by hair ties. I still caught a fish though, so it wasn't all terrible. And of course, with fish, you try to hold them for a picture and then they go, We stopped at Ninilchik. There is a Russian Orthodox church. I had to check that out. Then we stopped at the Salty Dog. It's very unique on the inside. Took a walk on the piers and found these two sweeties.
We're just gonna go in the water and
Just hanging out.
keep your camera rolling.
Living their best life, that's for sure. Looks like they're eating well. And here we are trying something I've never done before, but we set up the Easy Up as a tent. And honestly, it worked great. In this location anyway. Yeah, 2 full-size mattresses, a view for days. And this is the morning. We hopped on the ferry that goes from Homer to Seldovia. It was a 45-minute ride. It was definitely chilly. Here's Seldovia. There's an old boardwalk to walk down. So of course we had to do that. Now this is the neatest little shop. I mean, it was full. I mean, you could buy plants, you could buy knickknacks, you can buy pretty much everything here. This store is not open year-round. They were talking about closing in October, so it is definitely a tourist season type store. I think maybe I... Oh my goodness. You walk in and it's a little overwhelming with all the the things to see. Here we go.
It's supposed to be here. I just
can't really point it out to you. What did
call-
you make the
I call
ptarmigan?
it first
Oh, ptarmigan.
I don't know. The rocks are caribou, the black is caribou.
A lot of the inventory in here is actually handmade Alaskan items, crafts. So that's pretty cool. The boardwalk makes loop and you end up at the grocery store. We didn't need groceries, but we wanted to do a walkthrough and just see how well stocked it was, I guess you could say. There's a lot more there than I thought there would be. Some of it was ridiculously expensive, and other stuff was not. It was okay. What is a pound? I guess it just depends on what you were looking for. I'm not on a mission. So from the town, you can take a 2 mile, I think it was 2 miles, hike.
Close.
Through this forest of absolute amazing trees and foliage, little mushrooms, everything. And no, you can't get lost unless you leave the path. And it comes out to this beautiful little cove. Of course, we had to spend time there with jellyfish. I don't know how many rocks we picked up and threw back, but rocks and sticks. Now we're headed back to Homer. That is a freight ferry. The one we were on just carried passengers. On the way out of Homer, we ended up getting behind a hay baler, which I hadn't seen going down the road since I left Wisconsin. And then we went to Casila. The next day, we were back home and we did a little fishing on the Willow Creek. I like my arm on there.
I mean, hold it.
No. I mean, you can if you want, but here we go. There we go. That's better. So I'm taking Danielle back to the airport.
Back to Wisconsin.
Unfortunately. What is your best part? It's fucking warm.
I really like
It's warm in here.
It is. It is. I did really like sleeping on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to do that a lot more often.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good idea.
Cordova is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Could live there.
Seldovia.
Or Seldovia.
Right?
You know, all those words.
Cordovia is the next one. Next destination.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty good. So, alright. Yeah, we fished today. Got nothing.
Bad day fishing's better than a good day work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, on that note, we'll see y'all later.